Welcome to Mandaka. Today, we're exploring the Catatumbo lightning, an incredible phenomenon of eternal lightning. Expert, what is it? Host, it's Earth's most spectacular natural wonder. A continuous, never-ending lightning storm over the Catatumbo River's mouth into Venezuela's Lake Maracaibo. Eternal lightning? How frequent are we talking? World record. 280 flashes per minute during peak season, up to 300 nights a year. It's a natural strobe light, 280 flashes a minute. And it's often silent from shore, right? Yes. Storms are high and distant, so thunder dissipates. A visual symphony without the boom, making it ethereal. Incredible. Why this specific spot? Why Lake Maracaibo? Perfect geography and meteorology. The Andes Mountains form a U-shape, a natural funnel around Lake Maracaibo, a mountain funnel. And the lake itself? Crucial. Lake Maracaibo is vast, warm, and shallow. Constant evaporation pumps huge amounts of warm, moist air into the atmosphere. So, warm, moist air rising, trapped. What happens next? At night, cool, moist Caribbean air sweeps across the lake. Cold, dense air descends from the high Andes. They collide. A collision of air masses. Recipe for turbulence. Precisely. This violent collision and updraft rapidly cools moisture, forming towering cumulonimbus clouds, giant thunderstorm engines. And within these colossal clouds, charge separation creates lightning? Exactly. Colliding ice crystals, hailstones, and water droplets create charge separation. When too great, zap. Lightning discharges. Fascinating. I've also heard a theory about methane gas. Is there truth to that? Yes, a compelling theory. Oil reserves and wetlands produce methane. This methane can lower the air's breakdown voltage. Breakdown voltage? What does that mean for lightning? Air becomes a better conductor. Less electrical potential is needed for a strike. It enhances the frequency and intensity of lightning. So, it's a unique combination: topography, moisture, converging winds, and geological methane. A natural laboratory. It truly is. A confluence of factors makes it unique for consistent, high-intensity lightning activity, unlike anywhere else. Beyond the incredible spectacle, does this constant lightning have any ecological impact or benefits? It absolutely does. Each strike produces ozone for Earth's protective layer. Locally, it also fixes atmospheric nitrogen. Nitrogen fixation? What does that entail? Converts atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates, which fall with rain as natural fertilizer, enriching soil and supporting rainforests. So, it's vital for the local ecosystem's health. And historically, it was important for navigation? Indeed. Called the Lighthouse of Maracaibo by indigenous people and sailors. Its constant flashes guided vessels across dark waters. That's beautiful. Any local myths or legends associated with it? Many. The Yucpa people call it the river of fire in the sky, believing it's meeting fireflies or souls of the dead. It's deeply cultural. Wow. Expert, I remember hearing it vanished for a time. Is that true? You're right. In 2010, it vanished for weeks due to a severe El Niño drought. Lake Maracaibo's water levels dropped, cutting off crucial moisture. That must have been alarming. What happened then? Thankfully, with rains, lake levels rose, and the Catatumbo lightning roared back. This confirmed the critical role of the lake's moisture. It's a living indicator of environmental health. What are scientists studying about it today? Still learning. Satellite data and ground sensors study its patterns. It's key for understanding atmospheric dynamics, climate change, and lightning physics globally. So, it's not just a spectacle. It's a vital natural laboratory for understanding our planet's atmosphere and climate. Exactly. It offers unparalleled opportunities to study extreme weather and its broader implications. A constant reminder of Earth's complex artistry. Expert, thank you for shedding light on the breathtaking phenomenon of the Catatumbo lightning. Truly a lifetime experience. My pleasure, host. It continues to humble and inspire awe, a testament to Earth's endless wonders.